In this upscale but low-key Tiburon neighborhood, Williams is remembered less as a celebrity than as a next-door neighbor who liked to ride his bike down the street, who might stop and have a visit with you, and who might be a friend to one of your kids.
God bless him. We love you, Robin.
At the Williams home on this block beside the bay, most neighbors stayed indoors. One old acquaintance who did come by lost in grief.
Our family knew him. We all loved him. I'm from Tiburon. I live here now. We love him.
Williams described as a gracious and friendly neighbor.
He was a great person, and I think he helped so many people in his life. He was not about himself, and that's why I'm so shocked.
Daniel Jennings, a good friend of Williams' teenage stepson, Casey.
You know, Robin was a great guy. You know, your all-star neighbor. He'd ride his bike everywhere, and he'd come and say hi, you know, talk to you. Very personable human.
Jennings, who spent time with the family, said Williams always seemed upbeat.
I would not have expected this to happen at all based on that. You know, he was just a very personable, funny, happy human.
Dunning, a longtime neighbor, said she was angry Williams had lost his battle.
He was loved by everybody, including his children. And to me, that's a selfish act. Totally selfish.
Many here knew Williams was battling addiction and found it a terrible irony that Williams had won an Oscar for playing a psychiatrist who helped a struggling Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting.
How many shrinks you go to before me?
He played roles where he was totally reaching out to the other side, and he couldn't help himself.
Others remembered and loved him for exactly who he was, on and off the screen.
You know, kind of when I met him for the first time, and I was like, wow, like, you really are the real Robin Williams.
For Jennings, there is only gratitude.
I won't forget that, and I feel so fortunate that I had the opportunity, and God rest his soul.
Williams used to ride his bike all over Marin County and was frequently spotted. He was a huge Giants fan, and he was also known for just dropping unexpectedly into comedy clubs and suddenly ripping into some improv. But I think most of all, for the folks who knew him around here, he was just an ordinary guy you could have an ordinary conversation with, Dale.
And extraordinary at the same time.